Well, thank you for taking the time. How's the day going aside from having to talk to people like me who ask you the same questions over and over and over again?
You know what? The day is great. It's a beautiful day in Vancouver. And on top of that, I'm so happy to be talking about this movie. So, same questions or not same questions, I'm just happy to be talking about it.
Well, I appreciate that answer right there. So, Double Life is the latest movie from you. How much of the Sharon character is there in you, the human being?
Not a lot. Not a lot, I would say. I think this character was very challenging for me for that reason. At first, when I initially read the script, I thought, I don't know who she is, and I don't know why she does the things and makes the decisions and choices that she does. It did not seem obvious to me, but that's also a good thing. Because it's a challenge. It makes me go, okay, I really need to do a lot of thinking and puzzling over this character to make sense of it. And that's exciting for me. It's like, it's a puzzle, literally a puzzle for me to try and put together. And so I was excited about it. And, but yeah, I wouldn't say there was a lot of similarities. Sharon is very reserved. She's kind of quieter, more in control. Yeah, and she's got a lot of sadness and grief that she carries around with her even prior to the movie, like the inciting incident in the beginning of the movie, but even before that, she's got a lot of pain in her. And that was something that I definitely I don't feel myself. And so, but that's exciting. It was exciting to figure that out.
When and where was the movie filmed? I couldn't figure that out because these days you'll see a movie that says here in New York and you go, no, that's Atlanta.
So it filmed in Vancouver, and we filmed it a year ago, almost exactly. We filmed it May 2022.
That is a quick turnaround in movie land.
Is it? I felt like it was quite long. I've done movies where the turnaround is much shorter than that, but yeah, so a year though.
To me, that's a long time because early into the pandemic, when you'd be doing these kinds of junkets, you'd go, when did they make this movie? And they'd go, oh, well, it's pre-pandemic. And you'd find a lot of movies were 3 or 4 years. But in your case, you've done how do you call it when there's a disaster happening and the people have to fight nature, or one of those? Like, you've done those, you've done the Hallmark stuff, TV, film. You're really hard to classify at this point in time. That's a compliment.
I take it as a deep compliment. I mean, that's kind of why I got into acting. I definitely wanted to work in different genres and play different characters. That's what's exciting for me, and that's what's challenging and inspiring. And so I'm glad that I've got to play in a multitude of different genres and so many different types of characters. It was exciting for me to get this character of Sharon in Double Life, because not only did I feel like it was a character I hadn't played before, but also even a genre that I haven't really touched on in a very long time. And so I really felt like I had to exercise some muscles that I hadn't used in a long time. And that's fun.
And then you've also found success as a producer on some of your projects as well. So at this point in time, you're like, sometimes it's TV, sometimes it's film, sometimes also producing. Sounds like you are where you wanted to be a long time ago.
I don't know if I envisioned that this is where I was going to end up. I honestly didn't. I think I was a surprise. Initially, I thought I was going to be a theater actress exclusively, and I didn't think I was going to be working in film and TV at all. And then I graduated from theater school, and then started getting offers or started auditioning, thinking, oh, I'll just do this film and TV thing just to make a little bit of extra money while I do my theater stuff. And then that's where I ended up finding success. And that's where I was really started getting really excited. And so, it's one part what I've been working towards, but also I think there was a lot of space in the longevity of my career for surprises and going, oh, I didn't see that coming, but this is a new challenge that I'm excited to take on.
And here we are. And Double Life, is that the latest thing, or do you know what is coming next after Double Life?
Well, so I filmed Double Life, and then I've got season 10 of When Calls the Heart, which is the series that I do on Hallmark Channel. That is coming out this summer on July 30th. And so Double Life is coming out next week. And then When Calls the Heart will start airing in the summer. And we're going ahead for season 11 also. So in the summer, I'll start filming season 11 of When Calls the Heart.
How many shows make it past like season 6? So
yeah, not many. When we started filming, when we originally started filming, I was brought on as a guest star in season 1. I was actually on a different TV show as a regular. And then in the hiatus, they brought me on to do a guest star. And then that guest star evolved into being one of their regulars and leads on the show. And the rest is history. But at that time, I thought it was just this tiny little strange period genre TV show that I didn't know would find an audience. I didn't see a place for it in the scope of the TV land. And right. I think that actually should have been an indication that it probably was going to find a place, because no one else was taking up that real estate. No one else was creating a show like it. And so we've had this amazing success of this audience that's grown and grown and grown and grown over 10 seasons. And I remember those first couple of seasons, season 1, season 2, season 3, me thinking, I think we've got something here. And if we can just make it to season 7, that would be really exciting for me. Because at that time, that was kind of as far as I could envision. There was not a big frame of reference for shows going longer than 7 seasons. And I thought, and even that was extremely rare. And I thought, oh, that would be a really unique experience to get to 7 seasons. What does it look like to play a character and allow a character to evolve over so much time? And then here we are, season 10 going into season 11. I mean, beyond my wildest imagination.
That one episode guest star turning into a long running thing, it happens more often than you think. It's Steve Urkel. That's one of them that I can think of. He was a guest star. Then they went
Steve Urkel of Hallmark. Okay.
Well, down to the last 2 questions before I let you go. The first one is, when you're not busy with your career, where does the time usually go?
Well, I'm a mom, so I don't know where the time's going. It's going though. It goes quickly.
Driving. Got it. And the last thing I have for you is, besides your great show on Hallmark, do you have a TV recommendation that you could pass along for me and the wife? Because every time we say we're going to start a show, we kill it in 5 days and we go, what's next? Mrs. Maisel's done. What's next?
Well, so this one, I know you're probably watching because everybody's watching, but Ted Lasso, you're obviously watching Ted Lasso, but it's coming like the latest season, last season, I think. I think they've announced they're not going to do anymore. They're coming out one at a time. So you can only enjoy them in small increments. You can't binge it. So I would say go for that. The other one I've been really enjoying is Bad Sisters on Apple. Have you watched that? Yeah.
I got to be part of a junket on that. So,
so you watched it all?
No, I mean, yes, I did. I watched every single thing I am sent and I love it all. Correct answer? I passed the test.
Yeah, exactly. Good. It was a test and you passed. Barely.
My improv skills, yes, and well, hey, thank you for your time and congratulations on the shows getting season 10 and 11, double life, producing, etc. Really looking forward to whatever's coming next from you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Paltrocast.